Hello everybody. It is Moko here with another video for you guys, and I apologize for not uploading a video last week. I was as sick as a dog, and that was my spirit guide's way of telling me I need to sit my butt still. So this week I have a video for you guys, and it's going to be about the energies that you guys will be facing for August. And as usual, I'm doing rising signs, not sun signs, but rising signs. So yeah, let's get started. All right, first, let's go to Aries. And because it's more general for the month of August this time, I'm going to ask very general questions. So first, I want to draw an oracle card about the overall energy of the week. And guys, I also do a very similar thing for my newsletter, my monthly newsletter. So if you haven't, just go to my website, www.tarotbymoko.com, and sign up for the newsletter. You'll get messages, updates about the shop, what I'm doing on Instagram, all that stuff. Okay, Aries rising, overall energy for August, Aries rising. Interesting. Okay. And I'll show you guys the cards. Wah wah wee wah. And if you've seen Borat, wah wah wee wah. So, the overall energy Aries risings received is surrender. And I can see here exactly what this is referencing. I mean, you guys know what surrender means, but just in case you don't, it's not like you're giving up. It's more like many people, but a lot of you guys, Aries risings, you guys are going to be going through many changes, and it looks like your spirit team is saying that it's going to be better if you go with the changes, roll with the changes, just accept them rather than fight against it. Because if you accept what's happening, if you surrender to the divine, things will go a tad bit smoother for you. So that's essentially what they're saying up there in general. So I asked about your career and or schooling, because I know a lot of you guys who are watching are pretty young and you guys are in school. So first I asked about career and or schooling, then finances, then love, if you're in a relationship or you want to be, and then I asked about your social life. So overall, it looks like some of you have ongoing issues with money. Now this could be like some sort of legal thing, or maybe it's not legal, maybe it's like some administrative stuff, some legislation stuff, or you have to pay somebody like an accountant or tax or something like that. You have to work with this person in order to help you figure out this money situation. So it looks like for those of you who are dealing with something like that, it looks like it's still going to be a bit of a bumpy ride for most of August, but then towards the end of the month, it's going to get much better and you'll start to see returns on whatever it is that you've been doing. So again, if this is like a banker, you're trying to get a loan, if you're a student, you're trying to figure out your student loans, if you're just getting into investing, and you're trying to figure out the right person to work with, an accountant or something like that, or an investment banker, or a financial advisor. If this is taxes, you could be dealing with that. Or if you're involved in some sort of legal issue, you could be looking for a lawyer. So towards the end of the month, it's going to work out and you will end up saving money. So there's that. But in terms of your schooling and work, it looks like it's going great. And if you're having issues figuring out how you're going to pay for school, you're going to get it by the end of the month. Don't worry. But it looks like schooling is going great. You feel sharp. You feel like you're on top of your game as well as your work. If you're a working adult, you feel sharp, like you're on top of your game. And it also seems like there may have been some shenanigans going on around you, Aries rising, and you're kind of cutting through the bullshit this month. I feel like this, whatever this is, if this is money or if this is like BS that you're dealing with, in your profession or something like that. It just looks like now you're finally getting sick and tired of it, and you're just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this stuff. So next is going to be your finances. And again, I think this is what's going to be worrying you quite a bit this month. Like it feels like you feel like there isn't enough of finances, or you just have to spend so much and you're just wondering, like, when is the spending going to end? But like I said in the very beginning, it looks like this is going to be a big financial month for you guys, that yes, it's going to hurt to spend this money, or yes, you're going to be looking around at how much do you have, how much can you save, but by the end of the month, you're going to be happy that you were actually spending a lot of time and resources about this money situation, because you're going to end up saving money at the end of the month. So you have worries now for this month. Like, I'm not going to lie about that, but it feels like eventually things are going to work out. And as for a relationship, so this could go one or two ways. You could be walking away from a relationship, and it's good for you, or you could be moving into a more calm state in your relationship, and that's also good. Either way, it just feel. I'm not exactly sure how many this is going to resonate for you, but it just feels like you guys have been dealing with so much stuff for the last few months, that now this month you're just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, that's what it feels like. And whether this I'm done thing is I'm done with you, or I'm done with this drama, let's just end it, let's dead it right now. That's what it feels like. Like, you're just done and you just want a break. So that's what you're going to get. And in terms of your social life is going to be fine. So social life, this means like your friends, or if you're involved in some sort of volunteer type of thing, anything that gets you going outside, your social life is going to be just fine. But I do feel like you're watching your money this month, and you're going to be pinching a lot of things. So you may not go out to extravagant places like you want to. You may do some low-key stuff like picnics or going to free museums, anything like that. But your social life is going to be fine this month. Okay, so finally, I'm going to draw a few. Well, actually, we'll see how many come out. I'm going to draw some statements for August. Oh yeah, a few came out. Let me get them. Hold on. Be right back. So actually, two came out for you guys, and I'm actually happy that it fell out, because I feel like this is perfect. So first it says, I seek truth. Oh, sorry guys. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. So King of Swords, this here, the moon, this can sometimes represent, the truth kind of being hidden from you, or just not having the facts and being a little bit confused. And the King of Swords, he cuts through the bullshit. He figures out when someone's lying to him. Well, you could be a woman, obviously, but he figures out when someone is lying to him, and he gets down to the nitty gritty. So it says, I seek truth and I act upon my realizations. And this Six of Swords energy of like just either walking away or just choosing to remain calm and go towards peace, that's also acting upon realization. So that's one. And then the second one, which is the biggest, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. And this is the change here. So I feel like, you guys are going to have a realization this month. And it feels to me like just I'm done. Like, I am over this shit, and I'm finally going to just choose myself, choose peace, choose whatever. So I feel like that's going to be really big for you guys, Aries rising. All right, let's go to the next sign. Okay, Taurus rising. What is the overall energy for August for Taurus rising? Okay, practice. Which could be anything. All right, let me shuffle. Let me do a bigger shuffle for these. One of your friends is causing you stress. One of your friends is causing you stress. Okay, so practice, 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 practice. So I'm not sure if you guys are actually in school, or if you're like in an internship, or if you're getting some sort of mentor situation going on, or if you are an apprentice, or just getting training on the job, or sometimes, you know, this could be a hobby, but it's just saying that practice. So it feels like now, whatever it is that's new that you potentially want to launch. And I feel like maybe one of the reasons why I said launch is because some of you may be wanting to start a business, or if you already have a business, you want to launch a new product. But it's saying that it's not particularly ready just yet. Like there are still some kinks that you need to work out, and during this Venus retrograde. So Venus is going to be retrograde for all of August. During the Venus retrograde, especially if this is something that's related to a money product or service, or a beauty product or service, there you still need to take some time to perfect it. So in terms of your work and or school, I don't like to leave the students out. Looks like you're going to be going through some big changes when it comes to this. Death, it doesn't have to be literal. That doesn't mean that someone's going to die. And it doesn't have to be bad either, that, oh my gosh, this thing is going to end. But sometimes it could mean that, especially if you're thinking of changing careers, or again, if you want to start a business, because I see some big money around you eventually, you may realize that, you know, either this job is not for me, or this industry is not for me, or whatever I was trying to pursue with this job, or maybe this major or this future career path, it's not the right path for me. And you may be thinking of ways that you can change it to be right, you know. So for example, if you started school or something like that, and you wanted to be a doctor, so you went on this pre-med track, but then you realize that, you know what, being a doctor isn't for me. But instead of, you know, just changing your entire track, you say, maybe being a doctor isn't for me, but maybe I can be, I don't know, a mortician. Like, of course, death card, you know, like it could be something like that, where you don't have to make a huge overhaul of your life. You can just make some tweaks, and then that changes your path, right? And again, as well, for your career, like, say, I don't know, you're an architect, you love building things, you love creating things, and you work at a firm, and you worked at many firms, but you realize that, you know, I don't really like the industry. So, but you still love being an architect. So instead, you decide to open a YouTube channel and start making videos there, and you become an architect influencer. There are really cool things like that. Like, actually, one of my favorites, her name is Pearfleur, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm quite sure she's an architect, but she has a YouTube channel dedicated towards art. So that could also be a thing there. So it doesn't have to be dire. It doesn't have to be scary. You can just tweak things to suit whatever it is that you need. In terms of finances, though, this is looking good. This is looking good. And I honestly feel like many of you are thinking of opening up a business or some type of service, or maybe like joining someone else's business and being sort of like a leader in that, and you're kind of thinking. So if that's what you're thinking, it's actually quite a good idea. And it feels like the month of August, you're going to have really nice ideas about money, about how to generate, how to save money, but also how to create money out of technically nothing. So you could be getting into investing, or you could get into real estate. Get into real estate, or even just buying land, buying property, and building something on top of that. So it looks like August is going to be a really good month for money. And even when it comes to romance, this is looking really good. When it comes to romance, this is flirtation. This is maybe a crush who's coming forward if you're single, or, you know, if you're in a relationship, somebody may come at you and they may tempt you. Who knows? You know, no judgment here. But this is looking really good for your love life, the Knight of Cups energy here, because it looks like someone is just going to come forward with how they feel. Or it's possible that you may have a crush on somebody and you may come forward. And if you're in a relationship, this Knight of Cups, this is like the romantic card. And even though Venus is going to be in retrograde, that doesn't mean that you can't date or anything like that. You know, it just may be fun for now rather than for a long time. But if you're in a relationship, or if you're married or something like that, this Knight of Cups also suggests that more more love is going to be brought into the relationship. You guys are going to feel more lovey-dovey, a little bit more passionate, but this feels more adorable, more cuddly rather than passionate. And here with your social life, I feel like some of you may have some social anxiety. Yeah, some of you may have some social anxiety, but I feel more strongly that there's going to be either a friend group that's going through some drama or a specific friend who's having a hard time, and a lot of your attention is going to be paid to that person and helping them out. This does not actually feel like your energy. This feels like someone else's energy that, you know, it's kind of stressing you out. Okay, so for Taurus rising, let's pull out statement card. It's kind of, it's not really affirmations, they're more like statements. Taurus rising for the month of August. I am honest with myself and others. Interesting. Honest with myself and others. So there you go, Taurus rising. Next is Gemini rising. Gemini rising. Overall energy for the month of August. Gemini rising. Trust. I feel like I get this a lot for Gemini, especially on Instagram. I get that a lot for Gemini. Okay. Good news. Good news, Gemini rising. This is, even though this card looks scary, this is actually good news, because it looks like you are overcoming difficulties with your finances. And it looks like something, I'm going out of order, but it looks like this is something that I feel has been draining you or causing you problems for quite a bit. And it's almost like overnight you're just going to overcome it. Like it's going to be something that's fast moving. And again, I feel like you're another person. I think I've spoken about this in a couple of videos back, that you may be involved in some sort of legal battle or something like that. It looks like whatever this is, it's over. Like it's just, it's almost like you can't even believe it. So anyway, career, schooling, great energy. You have the Magician here. This is about your natural resources in general. What you can do. It's almost like you make something out of nothing here. So if you're working at a place that doesn't have a big budget, it's like you just make it work, and it feels like attention is on you, because you're like, they're just like, how do they do it? Like, we couldn't have been able to do that. How does Gemini rising do this? So this is a good thing. And even for schooling, it looks like you're going to get what you want, because you put forth the effort. So I also see the Magician in a more spiritual or a more occultic sense. So sometimes this literally represents people doing magic. So it's possible that you could have done this for yourself as well. Nothing wrong with it. And I also see this as a really great manifester. So if you are trying to manifest good things in your career or your school or profession or whatever it is that you do for a living, it's saying that not only did you put the energy towards manifesting this, but you put your bodily energy. So like I don't like to use the term 3D, but in the 3D, you actually worked to get towards this. So it's like your spirit and your body is working at the same time. And it's saying that the results are going to be great. So if you did like a honey jar or a prosperity spell or a crown of success or something like that, it's going to go well. And even though you receive the 10 of Swords for your finances, this does not feel negative to me. This feels like something that has been holding you back in the past. It's coming to an end. It's for sure coming to an end. And what the truth is coming out, Gemini. So again, if you're involved in some sort of legal process, maybe, or maybe someone lied on your name or something like that, it's like that's over. It's coming out, and things are going to start working in your favor after April or after August ends. And when it comes to romance, I mean, it's not like it's bad, but it's not like it's good either. This just feels mostly neutral, you know. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's any specific drama that's coming into your life about this. Maybe there's going to be a Libra in your life, potentially Libra rising or Libra sun. There could be a Libra in your life who's going to be prominent, but it feels like there's not too much movement in your love life. However, when it comes to your social life, there's going to be plenty movement. Now, the thing is here, let me actually get a sip. The thing about this Knight of Swords, it's not a bad card, but sometimes the Knight of Swords can jump to conclusions. So be very careful about that. And also, they're kind of saying watch your mouth. they're kind of telling you to watch your mouth, because it's possible that something you may say to a friend or in a mixed crowd, it could rub somebody the wrong way, and it could cause an argument, not necessarily a fight, but like a disagreement that could be distasteful, and it could come back to haunt you later on. So this August, kind of watch what you say. Don't say things that are just at the tip of your tongue. Like, you know, take a few moments to think first before you say something, because your mouth could get you in trouble this month. Okay, let's draw your statement card. It's not an affirmation, it's a statement. So what does Gemini rising need to know for August? What do they need to know for August? 2. Aha. Aha. Look at this. I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. Look at this. Look at this justice. Look at that justice. So it could be that, you know, you guys may be in a relationship, and because you're putting so much effort towards your work or school or whatever, your partner may be like, hey, what about me? You know? So this is saying to just, you know, balance your time. Why is this not? Yeah, it's just saying to balance your time. That's all. And the second is, I know my shadow side, and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. So again, you know, here, I got it strongly, watch your mouth. So it's possible, Gemini rising, that you may have, you know, a little bit of a temper. So you may be exploring where some of that temper comes from, or where some of that impulsivity comes from. And you may, you know, you may be like, hey, now's the time to work on it. All right, let's go to the next sign. Ooh, I have Cancer rising. I feel you guys very strongly. Cancer rising. What does Cancer rising need to know for the month of August? Purity. It's beautiful. I should be showing you guys these cards. So this is purity. Oops. Purity. I'll draw your tarot cards to see what exactly does that mean. So Cancer, I'm feeling something for women. Feeling something about your period. You may need to see the gynecologist. I'm not a doctor. I do not give out medical advice. Any medical or health related thing that I say, it is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say this, as you know, don't sue me. But yeah, check on that. So ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Cancer rising. You guys are going to be one of the people where an ex is going to come back. You guys are going to be one of the people where an ex is going to come back. And this person, irrespective of what happened in the past, it feels like this person, they're serious. This person is serious. I think they want a family with you. And I mean, maybe that's why I got this thing about your period and seeing a gynecologist, because I think some of you guys may get knocked up with this person. So if you don't want that, go see your gynecologist, you know. But some of you, an ex is coming back for sure, for sure. And this person wants a family. with you. Okay, let's get into your cards. So we have the Ace of Wands, Hierophant. No, some of you are going to get pregnant. Maybe not in August, but some of you in due time. Yeah, that's coming for some of you. So listen, if you don't want it, strap up. Okay, so everything's looking really great for you, Cancer rising. For your career, your schooling, this is fresh energy. This is creativity. This is turning over a new leaf. You're going to be having ideas. It's almost like you're going to be glistening, glittering, like you're shining. But it's like a shine that comes from the inside out. People are noticing it, and it's like it's kind of infectious with you. So this is all good news. And when it comes to your finances, so like I said, some of you guys, I feel like an ex is coming back. This person may not come back specifically in August, but it feels like it's in the works, like the energy is around you, and it feels like this person, like they want something serious. If they don't ask you to marry them, they're going to say, listen, you know, I want a family, you're the one, all this stuff, I want kids with you, you know, something like that. I feel like this is going to happen for you guys, and it's going to massively impact your finances. But other than that, I feel like if you're out of a job, a really nice job is coming your way. If you're self-employed or you have a business, you're going to get a really nice contract. Or if you're looking for a grant or a loan or something like that, it's possible that you could see good news on that this month. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's an absolute yes, but that good news is coming your way. I feel like that's the case for like damn near all of you. And when it comes to your love life, again, some of you are doing magic. Some of you are manifesting. So this could be a new person. This could be like an Aquarius or a Taurus, sun. I feel like these are sun signs, Aquarius or Taurus. But I also feel like if you want your ex back, you can definitely manifest this month. And Venus retrograde is the perfect time to do it, to get a second chance to do things the right way or the way that you want to do them. But other than that, for those of you who are single, you're going to be super attractive this month. I mean, even those of you in relationships, because you know people still try it, even if you tell them that you're married. But even people in relationships, you're going to be super magnetic this month. So be careful about what you think. So if you're trying to manifest love or an ex or anything like that, make sure. So that's probably where purity comes in. Make sure that you're working on your mind, what you think. Do not think about. Don't harp on what you don't want, what you dislike. What you want to avoid. Just try to attract what you actually want. What do you like? What do you like about this person as a partner? What is your ideal partner? What exactly do you want in your life? What are you lacking that you feel a partner can complement for you? Think in terms of that way, so that you can manifest things that are good for you, rather than things that you don't want because you're fearful that you'll get things that you don't want. But either way, your love life is looking good, and your social life is looking great too. I want these cards for myself, but your social life is looking great too. So for some of you who, I don't know, maybe you moved to a new place and you don't have that many friends, that's going to change coming in August. Or if you've been having issues with your friends, like people falling out or gossip or whatever, that's going to change. So people who do not need to be in your life, they're going to be kicked out of it, and good people are going to come in. So everything is looking great for you. I want to see what the statement is going to be, because these are great. And make sure this purity card, make sure if you're doing any type of manifestation work or any type of magical work, or even if you're getting magical work that is done by somebody else, make sure that your mind is right. Okay, so statement for Cancer rising for August. Oh, you got the same thing. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. And you also have, you have two cards of change, but the Wheel of Fortune is a major card of change. I feel like some of you are working on changing your fate. Some of you are working on changing your fate. And a lot of you, actually, you're connected to the divine. You're connected to your spirit guides. Even if you feel like you can't hear them or you don't see them. Like, they're there. Like, sometimes I feel like people, when they're trying to connect with their guides or people on the other side, they think that it's going to be something like, I don't know, ghost or whatever, where you can literally see the person. Sometimes that's not what it is. Sometimes they contact us through music. Sometimes they contact us through putting thoughts in our heads. Like, it feels like an urge to do something. Other times it's, by feathers or whatever, or sometimes you just get a book, or sometimes it can be a conversation and it just sticks with you. So I feel like if this is what you're trying to do, August, you guys are going to be working with your guides, with your team on the other side to change your life. So I feel like you guys are in the flow. Okay, next sign. Leo rising. Leo rising. Leo rising. I feel you guys strongly. August. Gift. Beautiful. Okay. And I'll show you that card really quickly. And don't forget, guys, whoever's watching, because I know that some people, they watch these videos no matter what sign they are. But don't forget that around the full moon, I have free IG Live. So if you have, and these are very general. A lot of people watch my videos. So these are just, very, very general. So if you have a specific question on your situation, make sure you come to Instagram Live, because I will be doing it around the full moon. So just follow me Instagram. I go under the same name, Tarot by Moko, and you'll get a notification when I'm live. Okay, so Leo rising, gift. I think you're going to get a gift of money, actually. Gift of money. It may not be a huge gift of money, but it's going to be there. So I think that's what this card is about. So Leo rising. In terms of your, I feel like you're very stressed, Leo rising. And I think I'm going to pull some more cards for you guys. Don't jump the gun. Okay. So, in terms of your work, your career, your profession, your schooling, yeah, it looks like there's a considerable amount of stress here. I won't lie about that. But it just feels like you may be jumping the gun, or you may be making a mountain out of a molehill a little bit. And they're sort of like telling you to just kind of chill, because what may happen, let me show this to you. What may happen is your fears may get the better of you, and you may actually end up making things worse than what they actually are. Yeah, so I feel like it's like, don't jump the gun. Don't be too hasty. Don't be too impulsive when it comes to your work or your schooling or whatever it is that you do for a living. Because there's a huge chance that you could bring about what you're afraid of by your own actions, because you're afraid. So it's a little bit circular, but they're kind of telling you to kind of like chill out a little bit. In terms of finances, again, like a couple of signs before you, yeah, your finances seem pretty steady this month. It seems pretty steady, but it seems like you're spending quite a bit of money on other people and not necessarily yourself. So I think you should do something for yourself this month. And I mean, you don't necessarily have to buy anything extravagant. You could just get, like, I don't know, I don't know, an inflatable bathtub or something and like just take a bath, or maybe have like a spa day or get yourself a massage, because it just feels like you're very stressed, and the stress is kind of taking a toll on your body. Or maybe you can even buy plants to put around your home or your apartment, so that that can help to de-stress you, because it just, I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling your stress. And when it comes to your love life, so I think a lot of you are actually single at this time. But some of you are kind of thinking, you know, maybe I should get into a relationship, or maybe I should give this person another chance, because I do feel like an ex-partner is coming back for you as well, similar to Cancer, Cancer rising. But it feels like you're kind of leaning more towards being on your own for a little bit, because again, I feel like you're just very stressed, but it feels like you've kind of isolated yourself a little bit, and Spirit is trying to get you out. So maybe if this ex comes back, or sometimes it could be a friend who comes back. If this ex or friend comes back, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be with this person forever and ever. It could just be that you need to be with this person for now, because you need to get outside of your own head right now. Like you need to find some enjoyment with somebody else, so that you're not ruminating over what's going wrong in your life. So just think about that, because I feel like some of you are isolating yourselves, because you feel like you have so many problems, and the way to solve it is to just think by yourself. And yes, that is true. But you also need a break, because it feels like this stress, it's taking a toll on you mentally, physically, and emotionally. And in terms of your social life, so Leo rising, this does not sound like you, but it kind of seems like your social life is on the back burner. Now, some of you may be taking a break because it's for your health. And if that's the case, that's a very good thing, because you need to. But a lot of you, I feel like you're isolating yourself. I mean, I do feel like you need a mental break. And you don't necessarily always have to be around people to feel good about yourself. But I feel like your spirit team is telling you that you need to enjoy people every once in a while. Because it's like you're isolating yourself. And then when you do that, you have a bunch of time to worry about your problems. And when you worry about your problems, you stress yourself out, which is making your health worse. So they're kind of telling you to go outside. Go outside, socialize, talk to friends. If you don't have friends, go to Meetup. If you're afraid of Meetup, get online, go on Discord, go join some Facebook groups, find some interest, get on Reddit, something. You need to socialize, because this is actually coming out very clearly. You need to socialize, okay, to get you out of this Nine of Swords energy, because it's not good for your mental health. Okay, so sorry for all the noise outside. If you can hear it. Okay, so statement for Leo rising. Up. Oh, 2. Aha. Okay, these are perfect. Let me pick it up. So the first is, I have power. It is real. So see here, this helpless feeling, it's not good. It's not this helpless feeling, it's not good. And it's, I don't know, it's like it's messing with your confidence. This does not feel like Leo rising to me, but it's messing with your confidence. And when your confidence is compromised, it's almost like you bring in the things that you fear the most. So you're telling you have power. It's real. Step into your power, Leo rising. So that's the first. And then the second is, I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. This is this Hermit energy right here. The Hermit energy right here, where you are isolating yourself because you're trying to think your way through something. And again, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just go outside every once in a while. Talk to people every once in a while. All right, next time. August. Party time. That is hilarious. So let me show you this card. I mean, this is self-explanatory. Party time. Have a good time. Virgo rising this month. Okay. Virgo rising. Interesting. Some of you Virgo risings have a secret lover. Now, whether this is somebody that you have on the sign, like a sneaky link, or if this is somebody that you don't want the public to know about, that you're kind of hiding. Some of you have that, and I feel like this person is connected to your work. So if you're working, you may have, like, a little work husband, work wife, something like that, or if you're in school, you may be seeing somebody that you don't want other people to know about for whatever reason. But that's definitely there, and I'm not sure why it's showing up in your career section, but your career, your schooling, your hobbies, whatever it is that you do, it's also showing up here. That whatever this is, it could compromise your work, actually. It could definitely compromise your work or the other person's work. So just be very careful about fraternization, or whatever it is that you're doing. Just be very careful. So, but when it comes to general work, school, profession, whatever advice, whatever it is that you're doing, do not tell people. Keep your mouth shut about it, because it feels like someone in your workplace, your school, your internship, whatever it is, it's almost like they're looking for a reason to go after you, or they're looking for a reason to talk about you. So don't give them anything to talk about. And if you're planning to go to relocate or take on a different job or apply for, I'm not sure, like a new opportunity on a committee or for a promotion, do not tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, because it looks like people are trying to get in your business. Don't tell anybody. In terms of finances, the finances look great, actually. Finances look great. It looks like you have new ideas about what to do with your finances, and you have the energy to actually implement these ideas. And some of these ideas will actually take you quite far. So whatever it is that you're thinking of, just, plan a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but plan a lot. And then, try to execute them this month. But it's looking good, and especially for people who are working, it looks like you're going to be very successful. And even when it comes to your love life, in general, I feel like a lot of you are going to be focused on work or your hobbies, or whatever it is that you do during the day, because a lot of people with different work circumstances watch me. But it looks like, your love life is going to be kind of pushed to the wayside a little bit, so that you can focus on getting better at whatever it is that you do. Now, again, like I saw for some of you, I do see that there's some sort of romance that's connected to your work or your school or internship or something like that, or maybe even your hobbies. There's definitely some sort of romance that's budding there. And if it's already been bud, it's kind of a secret. So there's that as well. But it feels more like this is going to be like a work related month rather than romance. And if you're already in a relationship or a marriage of some kind, it kind of feels like maybe the reason why you're focusing on work is because your love life is kind of a little bit in a rut, or it feels like it's a little bit routine. So if that's the case, it feels like August, it's still going to be that case. But I'm not here to tell you guys what to do, but it kind of feels like maybe you should pay a little bit more attention to your love life before anything happens, So just think about that. And when it comes to your social life, I actually don't feel like this has much of anything to do with your social life. So let me draw another card. This feels more like work and love. Work and love. Like you need to find a balance. Give me a card for Virgo rising social life in August, please. Yeah, that's what I thought. That has nothing to do with your social life. Yeah, social life is fine. It feels like you are someone that your friends. Oh, Virgo. Yeah, this is basically your card. You feel like someone that you feel like the person in your friend group that friends come to for advice, because you're very down to earth, and you're very practical, and you don't get too carried away with your emotions. I think one of your friends is going to need your help. They may even ask for financial assistance. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but it looks like you're going to help your friend. So there's that. Okay, so let's Let's get a statement for the month for Virgo rising. Statement for the month for Virgo rising. Yeah, some of you are worried about money, but I feel like you don't have to be. You don't have to be at all. This came up. Listen, why is this coming up for everybody? This actually flew out. I had to catch it. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Chariot, that's a card of change. Let me try to draw a different one because let's see. I seek balance and grounding. If you can see if this yeah, I seek balance and grounding. So that's pretty good, especially if you have so much going on in your work or profession or schooling or whatever, and you're thinking about finances, and then there's also this love situation, the sneaky link going on. You may need to be more grounded. And actually for you, I feel like you need to go outside to get grounding. So be like, you know, one of the old hippies, hug a tree, walk on the ground barefoot. Libra rising. Rising. August. Your card does not want to come out, Libra rising. The Observer. Okay, interesting. I'll show you the card. First, let's draw some tarot cards to clarify this. Damn. You're making long-term plans, Libra rising. You are making long-term plans. And that's always a good thing. So I can see why you have the Observer. I'll tell you exactly what I think this is related to, but you guys are making long-term plans, long-term investments. You're starting to think about the future, and I feel like you're starting to plan a year in advance. So some of you may be applying for something, or if you're like applying for a job or an internship or something like that, it's like you won't start right now. It's going to be later on, maybe later in the year, or actually no, I feel like it feels like it's next year. Like you're making a move that's going to benefit you in a year from now. And it feels like you're planting seeds though. Yeah, so I feel like right now you're in the planning stage. It's moving a little bit slowly, but that's actually a good thing because it's going to help you in the future. So there's that. And now with the Queen of Pentacles, when it comes to your money seems good. Money seems good. A few people have gotten the King and Queen of Pentacles. Money seems fine, actually. But I feel like you're another person who needs to, splurge a little bit on yourself. Make yourself feel a little bit good, because it feels like you are dedicated to your friends, which is not a bad thing. But you also need to balance that out and be a little bit more dedicated to yourself, Libra rising. But it's still a very good thing. Now, this is where I think the Observer role comes in. So your love life, it looks like whatever it is that has been going on in the recent past is going to continue. It's going to continue. So if you are in no contact with an ex, you guys are still going to be in no contact in August, or some form of that. Or if you've been having, a little bit of a rough patch in your relationship, that energy is going to persist over August. And if you've been dating for the past few months, you're going to continue to. So you get what I mean. But I think what they're trying to tell you is that eventually this energy is going to change. But what they want you to do is to look at patterns that are happening in your love life. They want you to look at to be the observer, to be kind of detached when you look at this. So try not to get too emotional about what's been happening. Well, try not to get too emotional about your love life, but seriously, try not to get too emotional about what's been happening, and try to analyze the patterns in your love life rather than, reacting to it. Just analyze it. See, okay, so do I typically choose, people who are unavailable? Or whenever someone says no to me, do I really get into a tizzy and I start to stalk them or whatever? Like, just notice your patterns, because what spirit is trying to do, like, your love life has slowed down for a little bit. It's kind of at a pause, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to see things in a different light so that you'll be able to change things in the way that you want them to. So pay attention to this in August. And it totally makes sense for you guys because this is Venus retrograde time. So when it comes to your social life, very good. Very good social life. You're going to be outside. You're going to be enjoying yourself. I actually see you going on a lot of picnics, actually, which is very cute. I feel like a Sagittarian and maybe an Aquarius. This could be rising or sun. They're going to be very prominent in your life and your social life coming up soon. So look out for that. But very, very good cards. Very good cards. So, statement for Libra rising. What's the statement for Libra rising? Look at this. Look at this. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. How beautiful that is. That's beautiful. All right, next sign. Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising, August. Oh, there goes that. Interesting. Deep down. We'll see what that means in connection to your tarot cards. Let me shuffle these. Oh, I see what it means. But let me pull out the tarot cards. Scorpio rising. Two. Okay. All right. Yeah. There's this. Yeah, the past is going to revisit you guys in August. Now, this could literally be a person or people coming back to you. I feel like this could be a Capricorn, Virgo, maybe, Sun or rising, or even another Scorpio. So the past is going to revisit you, but I'm not sure if you feel happy about this past revisiting you, honestly. So like I said, this could literally be a person coming back into your life, or this could just be like feelings or memories coming to the surface. So, okay, first, let me just go through the list. So for your job, schooling, whatever it is, you're gonna be super busy. You're going to be very busy, actually. You may even be so busy that you actually get kind of stressed out. So make sure you know to pace yourself, right? And as a result, finances are going to look great. they're going to look great. So you guys could be doing overtime, or you may even pick up like a new shift or something like that. New responsibilities. It doesn't really feel like a promotion to me, but this could be an old promotion, and you could just be doing. You could be getting into the work that's required with this promotion, something like that. Or it's possible you could even take on a new job, or you could do some odd things on the side. Or you could have like a side hustle, but whatever it is that you're doing extra with this Two of Pentacles energy, it's bringing in more money. And it feels like you're going to be spending that money on yourself, which is, to me, a good thing. In terms of love, though, so here, love, you have the Judgment card. Usually when I see this, this is someone returning. Now, again, this could be someone physically returning to you, or this could just be like a memory, or maybe like a situation that's repeating itself in a relationship that you're in right now, or a relationship that's, on the rocks. But whatever this is, kind of what I'm getting here is that it feels almost like, and again, I don't tell people what to do, but it feels almost like you already know what to do. And at the, like, right at the bottom of this deck, it was letting go. So again, I mean, this could be letting go of the relationship. And I feel like this could have been somebody who was a friend, or maybe you were in a relationship and you guys are friends now and the friendship isn't really working out. So you could be, letting go of the person and deciding to move on. Or it could be a situation where something happened in this relationship and it really upset you or really upset the other person, and you guys just decide, similar to Aries rising, you guys decide to just let that hurt go. And I feel like this is a situation where you were deeply hurt, so whatever you choose, whichever way you go, that's your choice. But it looks like it has something to do with love and friendship. A friend who could have turned into a lover who turned into a friend, or maybe even a friend that you have feelings for, a friend who have feelings for you. There's something that needs to be let go here. And I keep saying this because this devil energy keeps showing up here. And yes, this could be, oh, this is very toxic, oh, no, no, whatever, whatever people say about devil energy. But sometimes it's this energy is just here to remind ourselves of what we don't want, or things that we could be, or sometimes our shadow side. So I feel like you're going to be working on this this month. And again, with your social life, I feel like this is like a friend who was a lover, or a lover who wants to be a friend. Like, it's like friend and love it's mixed together. So, it could be a little bit difficult this month with this here, and it's possible that you could just walk away from this. So whatever you decide, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell people what to do. You are creating your own life. But this is the energy that's here for you, Scorpio rising. All right, next sign. Okay, guys, actually that's not it. Sometimes Scorpio energy, I have a lot in my chart, but sometimes Scorpio energy, it really takes a bit out of me. So I have your statements, Scorpio rising. Don't go anywhere. Scorpio rising needs to know. Oh, I feel it. 3. Okay. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. I seek balance and grounding, which, I can feel that. And I explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. So, I feel like this month could be, a little bit of a doozy for you Scorpio rising people. So just seek grounding and happiness wherever you can, because it does feel like someone or some sort of situation is coming back that may cause you some pain, and you may decide to just walk away from it. So try to bring balance into your life, and try to be as happy as you can, because life is too short to be miserable. Okay, now it's the next sign. Okay, Sagittarius rising. Sagittarius rising. The Observer. You got that as well. And I shuffled this deck pretty well. Let's see. What do you need to observe in your life right now? Make sure we shuffle these as well. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. See, so Observer. They're telling you not to spend all your damn money. That's what they're telling you. So right now, your work or finance, actually, I feel like a lot of you guys actually, you guys may be getting into the occult. I actually feel this literally, this high priestess energy. I feel this literally. A lot of you guys are going to be getting into the occult, and some of you may even start reading tarot for yourself, or some of you may even become professional tarot readers. So that's definitely here in the cards for you. Outside in the cards for you. Outside of that, I feel like you guys are listening more to your intuition when it comes to what you do for school or what you do for work or for your profession, and it feels like decisions are becoming easier for you because you're listening to your intuition now. So that's always a good thing. And outside of the intuition part, I see you doing a lot of research actually on work that you could do behind the scenes. Interesting. That's interesting. Work that you could do behind the scenes. Let me pull an extra card. Work that Sagittarius rising can do behind the scenes. Yeah, I feel like even though you're Sagittarius rising, I feel like you don't actually like that much attention. You don't actually like that much attention. You do, I feel like you do like to be in control of things, but it's more like you like to direct other people. So if you're like in school, or if you don't know exactly what you want to do for work or something like that, look for like more, not necessarily supporting roles, but roles where you don't have to be in the spotlight. You can just be like an advisor, the person who's behind somebody who's in charge. So look for something like that if you're questioning what you should do for work. In terms of finances, chill out with the spending. They want you to be the observer when it comes to your spending. So again, similar to Libra rising, look at your patterns when it comes to money. Whenever you feel sad, do you spend money? When you feel excited, do you spend money? Whenever you get something, do you automatically feel like it could be a long time before you have money and that's why you spend it? So just look at your habits. I feel like this is about spending specifically, but look at your money habits and see how are things hurting you, because this looks like an area that you need to improve upon. Every other area looks nice, but your finances, it looks like an area that you need to improve upon. So just take a look at that in an effort to change. And when it comes to your love life, this is quite positive. So for those of you who are single, this feels like somebody could be coming back into your life. I think this person may have children. And if they don't have children, you or this person may have thought of having a family or having a child with you. Doesn't necessarily mean that, you guys actually talked about it extensively, but it could have been in passing. But it feels like someone is going to be coming back into your life. And if you're already, in a relationship, this is a happy relationship. This is emotional fulfillment. Yeah, this is happiness. This is joy. This is dreams coming true. So that's very good for you. Yeah, so it's pretty positive for your love life. And for your social life, I feel like August, this is definitely where you're going to shine. So this is, going out, having good times with good friends, maybe even going on vacation or something like that, relaxing, potentially going to the beach. Some of you may even think of going to what are those called? Like botanical gardens. I'm not sure why I'm picking up on that, but I feel like you guys are going to be outside quite a bit and just enjoying life in general. So that's all they have for Sagittarian rising cards. So let's go for the statements. The statement for the month. Sagittarius rising. Two. Okay. Look at this. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. And then I seek truth and act upon my realizations. So a lot of you guys have been getting this. So I feel like things that have been hidden from you for some time, potentially even most of the year, they're going to be revealed. They're going to be revealed. This could be related to, I feel like this could be related to like schooling or work actually. It feels like that's where things are going to be shown to you. Now, this could be like secrets or any, something that could have been hidden from you, but it also could just be that, there are just some things that you did not know previously that are finally going to come to light. So have fun, have fun. Don't worry about it. All right, next sign for August. See, guys, I don't like advertising. I forgot to say that I do personal readings. Okay. Capricorn rising. The compass, okay. Show this to you. Some of you may be confused about where you want to go next. But sometimes it's not the end point, it's the journey to get there. That's what's really important. So interesting. Yeah, I think when it comes to finances, it feels like maybe like a career issue or a business or something like that, where it feels like you're not exactly sure where to go with that. Like, how do you want to make money? Or maybe you could be, I mean, you're Capricorn, you could be thinking of different ways to invest, or like, what exactly do I do? Am I self-employed? Do I work for a company? Do I go for a startup? Do I go for a corporation, nonprofit, da da da? That's the feeling that I'm getting. I don't feel like, I'm going to start with money because it's Capricorn. I don't feel like you're broke or anything like that. It just feels like you have so many interests and you're not sure where to start or which interests are actually viable for you. And I feel like this is linked when it comes to your career. So some of you could be taking a medical break, a mental health break, or some of you should do that. Like, maybe they're telling you like, hey, you're working yourself to the bone for this money, so you actually need to stop. And maybe that's where the conflict is coming from, where it's almost like, that you're getting tired, that you're overworking yourself, but you want to make this money, so you're going to keep doing it. So just be careful about that, because I will tell you guys that when spirit tells my clients, or even myself, when they tell us to rest, to take a break, and if the person doesn't listen, usually what happens is something happens that forces you to take a break. So like I said earlier this week, I was as sick as a dog. And I'm like recording this on a Thursday, and I'm going to restart my readings on a Friday because that's how sick I was. But for the months prior to that, my guys were telling me, you need to slow down for your health. And I was like, screw that. And I didn't. So then I got sick, like extremely sick, and I rarely get sick. So if you feel like you're about to hit burnout, pay attention to that. Be kind to yourself. Money is great, but it's not everything. Take a little break. It doesn't have to be forever, but just take a little break, For your love life, though, love life looks great. Love life looks great. It looks like, if you're single or whatever, or even if you're in a relationship, if you left a toxic relationship, anything like that, it looks like self-love is here. Self-love is here. It's overflowing for you. And even if you are in a relationship, if this relationship, if you are attached to somebody, it feels beautiful, but it's showing that the reason why it's beautiful is because you love yourself so much. And that's not in a vain way or anything like that. It's just, that's just how it is. Like, you love yourself, you put the attention into yourself, and this other person sees it, and that's what they're going to do for you. So that's very good. And in terms of your social life, money's on your mind. Money's on your mind. I know you're a Capricorn. I know it's very important, but they're also telling you should spend time with your family, with your friends. If you have pets, spend time with your pets. Spend time giving to other people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be money. I feel like this is more time. They want you to spend time with people, spend time with yourself, spend time with other people that you care about. And if you see anybody struggling, within reason, help them out. Because what I'm feeling here is that it's sort of like they're saying that you've been so focused and you've been so driven about making money, 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 that some of the other aspects of life have been neglected for a little bit. So now it's time for you to kind of like you don't have to leave your job. Like maybe take a few staycations, a few days of staycation, or focus less on spending so much time at work and spend some time at home, some time with your friends, go out, have a drink, go to a park, something like that. I think that's what they're telling you. Okay, so now let's get a statement card. Oh, well, those fell out. Let's see what these are. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outwards. I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. That's part of the compass, I think, and part of this five of wands energy with your career, money. I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. So you'll see here, you need to pay attention to other aspects of life. And also here, I let go of the anxiety of others. This is probably the most important one. All right, Capricorn, let's move on to the next sign. Aquarius rising. Aquarius rising. Aquarius rising for August. Monkey. Very Aquarian. Some of you guys may be the sign of monkey in Chinese astrology. Yeah, these two definitely wanted to come out. I think you guys want to have fun in your love life, but we shall, and I think this is what the monkey is about. Okay, so for your career schooling, it seems like a lot of you actually, I think you guys are maybe thinking of leaving a workplace, or it could be a career, could be a major if you're in school. It's almost like you guys maybe want to make a departure of some sort. And some of you may want to go on your eat, pray, love journey where, you just quit everything and then you go somewhere else to try to find yourself. Whereas others of you may just want to take a long break, like a little sabbatical, something like that. And I also feel that some of you are thinking of striking out on your own to maybe even be self-employed, to be quite honest. Let's see. Let's clarify that for Aquarius rising. Yeah, I think some of you, actually some of you may even be thinking of going into a partnership, a business partnership with somebody. Like I think no, yes, and someone is also offering you maybe a promotion or maybe like a transfer or just a job somewhere else. And it feels like it's more money. But I think you guys want to think about it first. This doesn't look like it's a bad thing, but it's more like you guys want to go on your own, hovel around by yourself to think to see if that's going to be the right move for you. So just take some time to think. You don't have to make a decision super fast. I feel like you guys are going to have maybe 1 month to 2 months to make the decision. So just think about it. And in terms of your finances, it looks like there isn't really going to be too much of a change here. So if you guys have been pretty good with your finances, it's going to be good. If finances have been rocky, I think it's still going to be a little bit rocky. So I feel like there isn't going to be that much change here. What is going to change, I think, is your love life. So this is going to be very specific, but some of you, I think, I think some of you want an open relationship. I think this is where this monkey is coming from. Some of you may want an open relationship. I don't, this doesn't really feel polyamorous to me. This feels like open, where you have a long-term partner and either you or your partner or the both of you can, you know, have sexual relations outside of it and it doesn't mean anything. I think some of you are thinking of doing something like this. So that's very specific. It's not going to be for every single one of you. But it feels like some of you have a very strong libido, a very strong sex drive, and you guys are just trying to find a solution to that. So if you and your partner agree, go for it, you know. For others of you, it looks like you're going to meet somebody online. So this doesn't necessarily have to be like a dating app or anything. This could be like, I don't know, you know, you're talking on Reddit and you guys have something in common and you agree to meet up, or you could be like on a Discord server or something like that, or you guys could even meet as part of what do you call it, like a language type of thing, like you meet online, like a polyglot club or something like that, or a language exchange. You guys meet that way, and then you just hit it off. So that's possible. And for others of you who are in relationships that are monogamous, it feels like you guys want to improve your sex life in this relationship. So I feel like for a lot of you, your sex life, your romantic life, your social life, that's going to be the most important. There's also this job offer, or maybe like a business partnership or some sort of deal that's in the works here, but it feels like you won't really make a decision on it this month. It feels like it's going to be next month, September, or maybe even October for some of you. And in terms of your social life, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. There's nothing positive, nothing super negative. It looks like, you know, you guys are down to earth. You're all right. All right. So let's pull out some cards. My Aquarius rising readings are always very interesting. Let's see that. Oh, this came out. Look at this. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. So again, this could be work. This also could be, you know, your love life. You guys could be doing something new that you guys actually feel good about. So, you know, enjoy yourself, whatever you choose. All right, finally we have Pisces rising. One of these days, I should probably do this backwards. We have Pisces rising for August. What does Pisces need to know? Ooh. Many thanks. Gratitude. This is really beautiful. Gratitude. Okay, since I've been reading for everybody, let's shuffle this. Really nicely for Pisces. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy, Pisces. I can see why they gave you many thanks. Pisces rising. August may be a pivotal month. August may be a pivotal month for you guys. It looks like good news. I'm glad that I clarified the tower, because usually when people see the tower, they're like, "Oh my God, oh, what's going to happen? My life is over." But it looks like it's actually going to be pretty good news. I feel like a woman is going to bring this news. You know this person, and I feel like you've known this person for a very long time. So your career or your school, whatever, there's going to be a huge shakeup. It's possible that somebody could leave. So if you're working, it's possible that somebody could leave your workplace And maybe the good news is that you're taking this person's spot. But yeah, August is going to be a pivotal time for you guys. And if you're out of work, then this represents that you're going to get work. And especially if you're out of work and you have the Seven of Cups energy for your finances, where you're not really sure where the money is going to come from, it looks like there's going to be very good news. Very good news. And it's possible that this new job, new position, promotion, whatever this is going to come with maybe like a sign-on bonus that comes in on time for you guys. So, I mean, that may not be for everybody who's a Pisces rising, but I'm seeing it for somebody who's a Pisces rising, especially with a fire sign, sun sign. So like I said previously, for your finances, it looks kind of dicey. This type of energy feels like there may not be enough money. And this could have been the case for a while, honestly. But this feels like you may have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You have to, say multiple things to people to get them off your back. But like I said, maybe towards the end of the month, there may be some sort of opportunity here where you get a sign-on bonus, or you have some sort of gift of money. It could even come from a family member where they just give you money and it helps you exactly when you need it. So don't worry too much about the Seven of Cups energy, because it feels like things may be confused for like the first couple of weeks of August, maybe even 3 weeks, but by the end of the month, things clear up. And in terms of your love life, it feels more like you guys are worried about money rather than your love life. But if you guys are in a relationship, the relationship feels fine. There's not a negative change, not really a positive change. It just feels like and it doesn't feel stagnant. It still feels like the relationship is growing. It's just that I'm not really picking up on any major changes there. The changes that I'm seeing are your career and your finances. Like they're big changes. And it feels like you may get like money, like a gift of money. And it's almost like the universe is sort of winking at you, thanking you for something that you've done in the past. Could have been this time, or maybe a past lifetime. I don't know what you guys believe. But it looks like you're going to get help, financial help, just exactly when you need it. And sometimes this financial help, it doesn't necessarily mean a large sum of money. It could mean the erasure of debt, or maybe someone realizes that, oh, we made a mistake. No, this has nothing to do with you. And that's how things get resolved. But it looks like whatever this job money situation is, it's going to get resolved in a positive way. But back to relationship again, the focus seems to be on money. So the energy of relationship is not really here, honestly. And in terms of your social life, again, it feels like parts of your life are on the back burner because you're more worried about this work money thing. But your social life, I'm not seeing too much of a change here either. And actually, it actually feels like your social life is kind of at a standstill. So if you wanted big changes, it's not really going to come this month. The big changes are here in your career and your money. But many times no change is good news. So don't look that gift horse in the mouth. Okay, let's pull some cards, or a card if that's what you need. And actually, let me bring this mini thanks out here. Let me cover up that towel. Okay, let's pull a card. Oh. I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. So listen, if there's going to be this big change here, it's almost like they're telling you, man, go with it, because after this big change happens, look at this beautiful energy, this beautiful news. All right, guys, that's it for all the rising signs for August 2023. Again, I do personal readings, so if you have a question about your specific situation, just hit me up at www.tarotbymoko.com. I'm also on Etsy, so www.tarotbymoko.etsy.com. Although I prefer if you go to my website, you never know with these other platforms. I'm also doing Learn Tarot with me in a blog. It's on my website, tarotbymoko.com. I also do free IG lives once a month, usually around the full moon. So, you know, it changes every month. But just follow me on Instagram. I'm under the same name, Tarot by Moko, and you will see exactly when I go online. I usually make an announcement a couple of days before, and then you'll also get a notification if you follow me. And also sign up for my newsletter. You get 10% off your first order on my website. Yeah, I think that's it. I will see you guys when I see you. Bye. If you would like a personal reading from me, then please go to my website at www.tarotbymoko.com and click on the Book a Reading button from the homepage. From there, you will be redirected to my shop, which includes categories for career, future forecasts, general inquiries, love and relationships, personal growth, as well as options for expedited delivery. I have a spread for almost every occasion, but of course, love and relationships is the most popular, with readings for your future partner, no contact, will you ever find love, how does your crush feel, as well as sugar daddies. And if you do not feel comfortable purchasing from my website, then you can find me on Etsy under the same name, Tarot by Moko, where I have the same exact readings that I have on my website. And for those of you who would like to learn how to read the tarot, then just visit my blog, and there you will find a series called Learn Tarot with Me. There, I will provide definitions for the cards, as well as tips and tricks to help you become more intuitive with your tarot reading. All right, thank you guys so much for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.